Finding sources is easy. Generating text is even easier. But taking a mountain of scattered reading and turning it into an original, defensible argument, that is still incredibly hard. That gap between a messy folder of PDFs and a blank document is what we call the slow middle of research. It is the invisible phase where passive reading has to become active thinking. Atelier is a local-first scholarly workspace built explicitly to support this phase. It gives the messy middle of your project a structured, organized home. It doesn't format your bibliographies, it doesn't write your final paper, and it strictly does not use AI to do your thinking for you. By focusing entirely on your reasoning process, Atelier makes the invisible work of deep reading and critical thinking visible, reviewable, and ready to use. The platform is built on a specific stance. Scholarship requires human interpretation first. If you choose to use AI, it acts as an optional sounding board, tied strictly to the context you select. For institutions, this structure changes the approach to academic integrity. Rather than relying on AI detection, programs can evaluate the visible, documented reasoning that led a student to their conclusion. Advanced researchers gain epistemic continuity. When you return to a long project after weeks away, you can trace exactly how an idea emerged, which source shaped it, and how it connects to your final claims. In the classroom, instructors can review the thinking process while it forms, giving feedback long before the final paper is due. Meanwhile, students build a calm, repeatable method for their work. When the steps of research leave a structural trail, the dynamic shifts. You move away from suspicion and anxiety and toward clear, constructive supervision. Let's look at how this works in practice using a sample project on surveillance and social sorting. The Atelier toolkit includes ready-to-use templates for this exact workflow. Step 1 is defining the guiding inquiry. This sets the boundaries of your project. We can see our student is asking how the shift from watching to sorting changes power dynamics. Revising this question later on is expected and shows active learning. To understand that shift, we first establish the historical context of surveillance, theories rooted in physical observation and architectural control. Step 2 is adding sources with intent. When bringing in a new text, the user has to declare exactly why it belongs and what they plan to extract from it. Step 3 moves to capturing source notes. The platform splits the interface. The top box captures the author's original claim, while the bottom box is reserved strictly for the user's critical reaction. This physical separation prevents you from passively copying text. It forces you to process what you read and produce your own response. Step 4 is compare and synthesize. The literature matrix takes your isolated notes and lines them up. Viewing different authors side by side makes it easy to spot patterns and tensions across the texts. When you spot a connection, you create a synthesis note. This step requires you to write an original interpretation of the data you just linked together. Here, our student connects their new notes on data-driven sorting with older, established frameworks, like Michel Foucault's theory of disciplinary visibility. Step 5 is naming concepts and relations. Based on their synthesis, the user creates an independent concept note. We'll name this one social sorting. Next, they formally link this new concept to existing theories. Using the reasoned relation menu, the user selects complicates, proving they understand how these specific ideas interact. If ideas clash, users log that friction in an open questions list. Tracking unresolved ideas is an expected, positive marker of intellectual honesty. By manually mapping out these relations, you build a structural understanding of your topic. You are no longer summarizing, you are constructing an argument. This framework allows us to clearly articulate the modern reality of the subject, the shift away from localized physical watching toward institutional data surveillance. Step 6 brings it all together in the preparation packet. This dashboard curates your synthesized notes, your working position, and the central tension into an argument scaffold. It even defines your next writing move. Step 7 is exporting the Research Dossier. This generates a polished, clearly formatted PDF of your entire thinking process. This document bridges the gap. It gives the student an exact blueprint to write from, and it provides the instructor with tangible proof of learning, ready to be graded. A scattered pile of reading material has been methodically turned into a structured, defensible, and entirely traceable logic trail. When it is time to write, you aren't staring at a blank screen. You open your word processor with a fully grounded, step-by-step argument already built. For educators, the Atelier toolkit contains all the assignment sheets, quick start guides, and rubrics you need to deploy this workflow in your courses immediately. Atelier is not designed to make the rigorous act of research effortless. It is designed to make that work visible, organized, and easy to carry forward. Atelier is available on macOS, iPadOS, and Windows.